What's going on, everybody? It's the finale. You know what it is. Hashtag buff muscle cookie. Let's get this man buffed. Here we go. Let's get into it. So first off, in order to buff muscle cookie, we need to look at a little bit of what could possibly happen in the future. Now, in the foreseeable future, we definitely are going to see an upgrade from the current promotions. So right now what you see is 5 stars, right? Eventually, honestly, it's probably going to go up to 10 stars. Why? Because when you look here, you see that big old circle, and we're going to have promotions all the way around, right? So it's clear that they're going to eventually buff the cookies, especially the ones that aren't strong, to a stronger form. So that's going to be an inevitable effect, but right now we're not going to worry about that. We need to buff the current iteration. So here's what we need. First, I'm going to start with the necessary buffs and the things that are more likely to happen, and then I'll go through the next one. So first, shareable defense buff, right? The defense buff he has only goes to himself, and so if he were to shield others, they don't actually get a defense buff. I think it just doesn't make sense. If his mechanic is going to work around defense, let him buff his teammates other than himself and his party when you play in solo, right? He should be more than just a solo play character. Next, he needs longer shields. His measly shields last for 8 seconds and 12 seconds. That's not long enough to get hit, and it just isn't going to do much in battle, right? He needs to be able to have lasting shields, including his normal shield that he gives to himself. He should be able to give that to others. Next are synergistic buffs, right? If he plays with the defense mechanic, he should have something that scales with defense or something that scales off of him getting more defense, right? It would only make sense to make this relevant because he has this ability and it's unique to him. It makes sense with Crushed Pepper's 5-star promotion because he gets more damage the more health he has. And so I think there could be a similar mechanic, maybe something more fun with Muscle Cookie. Aside from that, these are the necessary buffs, and these next ones are a couple fun ones just to give the team some inspiration if they do happen to see this. First, let's give him some protein pack punches. If you make this man actually strong, he'll be somewhere, he'll have a role of like a sub DPS. You could give him some more strength and easily he could be that man to support. He could give some shields, but he could also be strong, right? Sub DPS, he'll fit in everywhere. Next, give him a human shield type of kind of play, right? If he has some moves, if you rework his moves and you can shield people and be their meat shield, what he is currently for other people, you could actually see him in all types of scenarios as well. I think he could be something fun. Then lastly, he could fill a niche role if you give him a charge attack mechanic where he's able to actually deflect enemy projectiles or moves. And that would just be a fun nod to him actually being buff and muscular. He could just hit something away, right? That would be sick. Imagine how many people would be playing him and his utility, right? He'd bring something new to the table. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know what necessary buffs he needs. But don't forget, we need to get Muscle Cookie buffed. So don't forget, hashtag buff Muscle Cookie. Spam it everywhere. Comment it on their Instagram. Let them know. Put in the comments. Comment in the Discord. Hit them up. Comment on the live streams. Hashtag buff muscle cookie. Let them know. Let your voices be heard. I'll catch you in the next one. Later.